Hello and welcome, my dear students. I am Akanksha Srivastav from KV1STC Jabalpur, and I am going to teach you Chapter 1, The Fish Tale, Part 3. Children, in the previous class, we have learnt about Indian place value system of numeration, International place value of system of numeration, place value and face value of a digit in a given number, and expanded form of the given number. Now, in this class, we will able to understand the concept of speed, distance and time, understand the given problem sums, identify basic operations to solve them, and compute the sums using basic operations. So, come to the first question from the textbook. Look at the table and calculate about how much fish in all will each type of boat bring in 7 trips. Here in this table there are 4 types of boats. They are logboat, long tail boat, motor boat and machine boat. And in the next column you can see that catch of fish in one trip in kg by these boats is written. That means a log boat brings about 20 kg of fish in one trip. A long tail boat catches about 600 kg of fish in one trip. A motor boat catches about 800 kg of fish in one trip. And lastly, a machine boat brings about 6000 kg of fish in one trip. Now you have to find out if each boat goes for 7 trips, so how much fish it will catch in all. Let us start with logboat. So for logboat, since in one trip a logboat catches 20 kg of fish, hence in 7 trips it will catch 20 multiplied by 7, that is 140 kg of fish. Now come to the next type of boat. Next type of boat is long tail boat. Okay, since in one trip a long tail boat catches 600 kg of fish, hence in 7 trips it will catch 600 multiplied by 7. So 6 sevens are 42 and we will put 20 after that, that is 4200 kg of fish. Now come to the third type of boat, that is motor boat. So for motor boat, since in one trip of a motor boat catches 800 kg of fish, hence in 7 trips it will catch 800 into 7, that is 8 sevens are 56 and put 20 after that, that is 5600 kg of fish. Now come to the last type of boat, that is for machine boat. Since in one trip a machine boat catches, here you can see from the table, a machine boat catches 6000 kg of fish, hence in 7 trips it will catch 6000 multiplied by 7. So 6 sevens are 42 and put 30 after that, that is 42,000 kg of fish. Now here children, here observe this picture and tell which car is the winner and why. Yes, violet car is the winner because it is fastest among all. How can you say it is fastest? Yes, it is fastest because it has highest speed. Children, do you know What is speed? So here the distance covered by an object in unit time is called its speed. Unit time means 1 hour or 1 minute or 1 second. Okay. Now speed can be measured in kilometer per hour or meter per second. So the formula for finding the speed is equals to distance upon time. In this respect, distance can be find out. Distance is equals to speed multiplied by time, and time is equals to distance upon speed or distance divided by speed. Now, using these formulas, we will solve some problems. Here is a problem for you. A car travels 300 kilometers in 5 hours. Find its speed. So children, as we know that speed is equals to distance upon time. Here S stands for speed, D stands for distance and T stands for time. So distance traveled by the car is 300 kilometers and time taken by it is 5 hours. So here speed is equals to 300 divided by 5. In place of D we will write 300 and in place of T we will write 5. So 300 divided by 5. So 5 6 are 30. Okay. Now bring down this 0. 5 zeros are 0. So speed of the car is 60 kilometers per hour. So we can write the answer that speed of the car is 60 kilometers per hour. Now come to the next question. Speed of a motorboat is 20 kilometers per hour. About how far can it go in 6 hours? Children, here speed is given and the term about how far. How far means you have to find the distance and time is given 6 hours. So here as we know distance is equals to speed multiplied by time. So here speed is 20 kilometer per hour. Time is 6 kilometers. Time is 6 hours. So distance is equals to 20 multiplied by 6. That is 26 120 kilometer. Hence, the motorboat can go 120 kilometers in 6 hours. Now, children, come to the next question. I am reading the question. Speed of a long tail boat is 12 km per hour. How long will it take to cover a distance of 60 km? Here speed is given that is 12 km per hour and children see the term how long. How long means you have to find out the time and the distance is given 60 kilometers. So children as we know time is equals to distance upon speed. Here T stands for time, D stands for distance and S stands for speed. So time is equals to distance upon speed. So distance is 60 kilometers and speed is 12 kilometer per hour. So time is 60 divided by 12, that is 12 5s are 60. So the time taken to cover the distance of 60 kilometer is 5 hours. Here is the answer. The long tail boat will take 5 hours to cover the distance of 60 kilometers. Now come to the next question. Next question is, a logboat travels about 4 kilometers in 1 hour. 4 kilometers in 1 hour, that is, the speed is given 4 kilometers in 1 hour. How long will it take to go a distance of 10 kilometers? Okay. Now come to the solution part. So here 4 kilometer in 1 hour, that is, here speed of the logboat is 4 kilometer per hour and the distance is given is 10 kilometers. How long? That is, again you have to find out the time. So we know time is equals to distance upon speed. That is, distance is 10 kilometers. Speed is 4 kilometers per hour. That is 10 divided by 4. Now cancel it by 2. So 2 2s are 4 and 2 5s are 10. So it is 5 by 2. Now we will divide 5 by 2. Okay. 2 2s are 4 minus 5 minus 4 1. We can write is as 2 whole 1 by 2. That is, the logboat will take 2.5 hours to cover the distance of 10 kilometers. So answer is 2.5 hours. Now students, here is a DIY for you. DIY means do it yourself. Here are 5 questions for you. They are: question number first, guess how far you can go in 1 hour if you walk fast. Question number 2, look at the sun and find out the direction from which it rises. Where it rises. Now come to the question number 3. From where you are, what interesting things do you see to your east direction? Now come to the fourth question. Name 2 things that are lying to your west. Okay. Now come to the fifth question. Where do you see the pole star in the night? That means you have to write the direction of the pole star. So these 5 questions you have to do it yourself. Now children, observe the picture and identify the place. Yes, correct. It is a fish market. Fish market is the place where fish are sold. It is a very noisy place. That is why if sometimes if you make so much noise in your class, then your teacher says, why are you making so much noise? Is this a fish market? Is it? Yes. So here, imagine you are in a fish market where many fisherwomen are selling different types of fish at different rates. Now, look at the picture number 1. Here, Fazila is a fisherwoman who is selling a big kingfish. Now, come to the question part. Fazila sold a kingfish of 8 kg for rupees 1200. At what price per kg did Fazila sell the kingfish? Okay, Fazila is selling a kingfish. The weight of this kingfish is 8 kg and cost of the fish is rupees 1200. You have to find out per kg cost of this fish. Now come to the solution part. So price of 8 kg of kingfish is rupees 1200. Hence the price of 1 kg of it is rupees 1200 divided by 8. Here 1200 divided by 8. So 8 ones are 8. Okay. 4 remainder. 0 bring out. 8 fives are 40. And bring down this 0 also. 8 zeros are 0. So here you can see the answer is 150. Hence the price of 1 kg of it 1200 divided by 8, that is rupees 150. So answer is Fazila sold the kingfish at rupees 150 per kg. Now come to the next question. Floramma, she is Floramma, she is selling prawns. So Floramma has, this is the prawn selling by Floramma. Floramma has sold 10 kg prawns today at the rate of rupees 150 per kg. How much money did she get for that? She is selling the prawns at the rate of 150 per kg. That means the cost of 1 kg of prawns is rupees 150 and we have to find out the cost of 10 kg of prawns. So come to the solution part. So cost of 1 kg of prawns is rupees 150. So hence the cost of 10 kg of it, that means rupees 150 into 10. 150 into 10, that is rupees 1500. So the answer is Floramma got rupees 1500 for the prawns. Come to the next question. Here, two women, Gracie and Minnie, are selling the fish. There are two types of fish, squid and sword. So, cost of 1 kg of swordfish is rupees 60 and the cost of 1 kg of sardines is rupees 40. Okay, there are two types of fish. The cost of swordfish is rupees 60 per kg and the cost of sardines is rupees 40 per kg. Now Gracie sold 6 kg of swordfish and Minnie has earned as much money as Gracie by selling sardines. How many kg of sardines did Minnie sell? So children, in this question, first Gracie sold 6 kg of swordfish at the rate of 60 per kg. So first you have to solve that how much did she get for swordfish. The cost of 1 kg of swordfish is rupees 60. Okay. Hence the cost of 6 kg of it is rupees 60 multiplied by 6, that is rupees 6 6 are 36 and we will put 10 after that, that is the cost of 6 kg of swordfish is rupees 360. Now here it is written that Minnie has earned as much money as Gracie. So Minnie has earned the same amount as Gracie earned. So if here Gracie earned rupees 360, so Minnie will also earn is 360 rupees. So Gracie earned rupees 360. So money earned by Minnie is also rupees 360. So here rupees 40 is the cost of 1 kg of sardines, and Mini earned rupees 360 also. So rupees 360 is the cost of 360 divided by 40. So 360 divided by 40, we will cancel two zeros. Now 4 1s are 4 and 4 9s are 36. So 9 kg. Here answer is Mini sold 9 kg of sardines. Okay. Now come to the next question. Cost of 1 kg of squid fish is rupees 50 and cost of 1 kg prawns is rupees 150. Bashir had rupees 100. He spends 1/4 of the money on squid and another 3/4 on prawns. So we have to find out how many kilograms of squid did he buy and how many kilograms of prawns did he buy. Here the cost of squid is rupees 50 per kg and cost of prawns is rupees 150. Bashir had rupees 100. That means, and he spent 1/4 money on squid and rest 3/4 on prawns. So 1/4 of the total cost, that is 1/4 of the cost of rupees 100. So 1/4 of 100, that is 100 divided by 4. So here 100 divided by 4. So 4 2s are 8. 2 remainder. Now bring down 20. 4 5s are 20. So 100 divided by 4 is 25. Now rupees 50 gives 1 kg of squid, that is rupees 50 is the cost of 1 kg of squid. So rupees 25 is the cost of 25 divided by 50. So 25 divided by 50, 25 ones are 25, 25 twos are 50. That is Bashir bought half kg of squid. Now he already spent rupees 25. So money left with Bashir because he had rupees 100 and 25 he spent. So money left with Bashir is 100 minus 25, that is rupees 75. Now rupees 75 is left with Bashir. And now rupees 150 is the cost of 1 kg of prawns. So here rupees 75 is the cost of 75 divided by 150. That is again 75 divided by 150. Cut it by 25. 25 threes are 75 and 25 6 are 150. Now 3 ones are 3. 3 twos are 6. So again half. So rupees 75 is the cost of half kg of prawn. So come to the answer part. Bashir bought half kg of squid and half kg of prawn for rupees 100. So clear children? Now children, we have seen the scene of the fish market and solved the questions on buying and selling the fishes. Now fisherwomen earn the money by selling the fish. But in this occupation, some challenges are also there. The socio-economic condition of fisherwomen is very poor. They do not have sufficient money to repair their boats, to buy nets and other needs. So they used to set up a bank known as Minkar Bank, in which they can save small amount of money on monthly basis. Bank gives loans to them under an agreement to pay the money back to the bank at a later time with interest. Now here we will solve some questions. on Minkar Bank. Here is the question. 20 fisherwomen have made their own bank. Each saves rupees 25 every month and puts it in the bank. So, how much money does the group collect each month? Here, come to the solution part. Number of fisherwomen who join the bank are 20. Now, collection from one woman is rupees 25. Hence, the collection from 20 women is 20 multiplied by 25. So, 20 multiplied by 25, 25 zeros are 0 and 25 twos are 500. So, here collection from 20 women is rupees 500. Now, come to the next question. How much money will be collected in 10 years? So children, we know 1 year is equals to 12 months. Thus, 10 years is equals to 12 multiplied by 10 is equals to 120 months. So total money saved in 1 month we calculated earlier, that is rupees 500. So total money saved in 120 months is rupees 500 into 120, that is rupees 60,000. Here you can calculate 500 into 120. So 12 5 is 60 and we will put 30 after 60, that is 60,000. Thus rupees 60,000 will be collected in 10 years. Okay, here is the solution part. Now come to the next question. Gracie took a loan of rupees 4,000 to buy a net. She paid back rupees 345 every month for 1 year. How much money did she pay back to the bank? Okay, Gracie is a fisherwoman. She took a loan of rupees 4,000 but she is paying back rupees 345 every month. Okay, and for 1 year. So how much money did she pay back to the bank? So here amount of loan taken by Gracie is rupees 4,000. Okay, clear? Installment paid per month. Installment means amount of money paid per month is rupees 345. Yes, we know 1 year is equals to 12 months. So total amount paid in a year. So in place of in a year we will put 12. So rupees 345. She paid back the money 345 every month. So in 12 months she will pay rupees 345 into 12, that is rupees 4,140. Here the calculation is 345 multiplied by 12. Okay, 12 5 the 60, carry over 6, 12 4 the 48 and 6 54, carry over 5. Now 12 3 the 36 and 5 41. So Gracie paid rupees 4,140 to the bank in 1 year. Okay. Now children, come to the next point. Now come to the third question. Jhansi and her sister took a loan of rupees 21,000 to buy a logboat. They paid back a total of rupees 23,520 in 1 year. How much did they pay back every month? Here, Jhansi and her sister took a loan of rupees 21,000 and they paid back 23,520 in 1 year. So you have to find out their monthly installment. So come to the solution part. In here also 1 year is equals to 12 months. Total amount paid by Jhansi and her sister in 1 year is equals to rupees 23,520. That means they paid 23,520 in 12 months. So amount paid every month is rupees 23,520 divided by 12, that is 1,960. So 23,520 divided by 12. Okay, 12 ones are 12, 11 is the remainder, 5 we will bring down 5, here 115 is there, so 12 nines are 108, here 7 is left. Now bring down to 12 6 are 72. Now bring down this 0 and 12 zeros are 0. That is the end of this division. So 23,520 divided by 12 gives 1,960. So answer is they paid back rupees 1,960 every month. Okay. Now children, we have seen that how Minkar Bank helped fisherwomen for their socio-economic growth. Now, it is not possible for fisherwomen to sell all the fish they have caught every day. Fish that are not sold are spoiled and fisherwomen suffers a lot of financial loss. So fish are dried in fish drying factory. Let us see what is fish drying. Fish drying is a process of removal of water content from the fish body to preserve it. And fish drying factory is the place where fish drying process is performed. There are two methods of drying fish. First is sun drying. In this process is carried out by exposing fish directly under the sun by cleaning and salting. And second method is dehydration. This process carried out in fish drying factories. Cleaning, salting, heating, chilling and freezing is done by machine in dehydration process. Okay, so here are some items for setting up a fish drying factory and their cost. See the table for the cost of each item and number of items. Find the total cost. So here are 5 items are there to set up the fish drying factory and price of each item. Number of items all are also written. You have to find out the total cost of set up the factory. So we will read one by one. First item is bore well and fresh water. The price of each is rupees 3,000 and number of items is 1. So its cost is 3,000 multiplied by 1, that is 3,000. Okay. Bamboo rack for fish drying. So price of each bamboo rack is rupees 2,000 and number of items are 20. So 2,000 multiplied by 20, that is 40,000. Now cement tank, cost of one cement tank is rupees 1,000 and number of items 4. So 1,000 multiplied by 4 is 4,000. Tray and knife, price of each rupees 300 and number of items 20. So total price of tray and knife is 6,000. Bucket, Cost of one bucket is rupees 75. So number of items 20. So cost of bucket 75 multiplied by 20, that is 1500. So now we will total these all. So total cost to set up the factory is 54,500. 0, 0, 5, 5, 4. Okay. Now come to the next question. When fresh fish is dried, it becomes one third its weight. In 1 month, they plan to dry 6,000 kg of fresh fish. How much dried fish will they get in a month? So the weight of fresh fish, it becomes one third when it is dried. So 3,000, if they take 6,000 kg of fresh fish, so dried fish, we will get the dried fish of 6,000 divided by 3, that is 2,000 kg. One third of 6,000, that is 6,000 divided by 3 is 2,000 kg. So we will get 2,000 kg of dried fish in a month. And here is a DIY for you. That means again you have to solve this question. She is Floramma. Let us first calculate for 6 kg of fresh fish. Here we buy fresh fish for rupees 15 per kg. We sell dried fish for rupees 70 per kg. And we know that if the fresh fish dried, it becomes one third of its weight. If we dry 6 kg fresh fish to get dash kg dried fish, now for 6 kg fresh fish, we have to pay 6 multiplied by dash is equals to rupees 90. Now, if we will sell 2 kg dried fish and get 2 multiplied by dash is equals to rupees dash. So, if we dry 6 kg fresh fish, we will earn dash minus dash is equals to rupees dash. And but if we dry 6,000 kg, we can earn rupees dash into 1,000 in 1 month. It is a DIY for you. You have to solve this question as your assignment. Okay. Now this is the end of chapter number 1, the fish tail. But for that, I will give one more question to you. Okay. Jhansi told, I found that for 6,000 kg fish, we would need 1,500 kg salt every month. Its price is rupees 2 per kg. So you have to find out the monthly cost of salt. Monthly cost of salt is 1,502 multiplied by 2. You have to find out the answer. Now packing and bus charges rupees 3,000. Okay. So the total monthly cost of drying and selling the fish is equals to dash. So you have to write the answer. Now children, that is the end of chapter 1, the fish tale. Hope you understood very well this chapter. Thank you and have a nice day.